Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. By the way, good evening from my end. Please, if you are here, make sure you inform people we are starting right now. Call your friends, your family, anyone you know. Let them come and relax and learn something new or even continue what they are learning. I'm Epiphania Enyunam Sepenu. I'm a nurse. I teach nurses and also what? An entrepreneur. So depending on where you are joining us from, please indicate in the comment section where you are connecting from. At least bring one person. If you come alone, you will learn. But if you come with others, you will learn and eventually start earning. It's good to always learn with people as we grow. You need to have people that you grow with. And this is one of the ways that you can grow. So please indicate in the comment section where you are joining us from. So let's start saying why we are here whilst others are introducing themselves. I can see who was the first person. Boss Lady Doris, good to see you. She was the first person. Boss Lady Agatha, Boss Lady Rita, Boss Emmanuel, Mr. Jacob Tavia from Bron Ahafo or Bono region rather, Ghana. Good to see you. I hope you've received your t-shirt. Boss Benjamin, I can see you. Boss Johnny Bonzi, Boss Lady Noklim from Hohwe, Boss Roland, good to see you. Boss Lady Fortunate, good to see you. Boss Lady Susan from, let me see, she hasn't indicated yet. Boss Bright,
All right. I think that Enyanam is gone off. She's going to come back, obviously, so that she'll continue. And you're back on.
yes, I don't know what happened to my internet. I just got cut off. Good to see you here. I can see you. Auntie Bondu from Sierra Leone. Good to see you. Dr. Dorothy Tema. Good to see you here in Tema now. I can see, oh, okay. Mosimano is from Doma and Hinkro. So we have people all over. Soon, people from other countries will come and join us. Uh, Mama J, good to see you. Bakish is always here. He is from Bangladesh and it's around 3 a.m. where he is. Boss Franklin from Sunyani, Boss Sam from Cape Coast. I can see you all. Oheneba Media from Doma. Henry Glenn, was Henry from Ghana. Good to see you here. So you are welcome here. So why are you here? So I'm sure probably someone invited you and didn't tell you much about it, and that is why you are here. So what are you coming to listen to? It's a great service we are coming to discuss here. This place too, we like sharing knowledge. It is knowledge that helps us grow as individuals. So you see that as your knowledge increases, your personal development also increases. And we'll look at what an artificially driven project, which will break down for you to see.
All right. So we have a lot of things that we are going to cover today. We have a community of, intellectuals, a community of businessmen and women, community of students who are leveraging on their capacities and then giving us incredible things. So Anyanam will be taking us through the first part of our presentation. Anyanam, please set the ball rolling. It looks like your network is really messing up today. So let's look at the best way to actually begin this. The organization is known as GotBackup and is helping people of all levels across the world to do incredible. And I'm take over from there.
Yeah, sorry, my internet keeps misbehaving this evening. Okay, so you are here to listen to GotBackup that empowers people all over the world. We all have aims and aspirations in life, but at times things comes our way that makes us rethink. I'm sure you want to invest in things. I'm sure you want to live at the best of places, but our circumstances makes us leave those things because the systems in which we've been put makes it very undesirable to pursue that. God Backup is saying that bring those dreams back because it has something to help you, and also empower all the people around you so that those things you had on your dream board, you can revive them. Are you someone who has good work ethics? God Backup says, bring it here because the systems that they have in place, it will help you so that the dreams you have, it will be revived, that you live at the best of places as time goes on, as you decide to what work with them, with the work ethic you have, you start realizing your big dreams that you've are actually, some of them are dead, but you bring it alive as the years and the time pass by and you decide to go along with them. So now, why would they say that? God Backup says they have had a dream, and because of that, they've realized that their dream too was fulfilled. They actually started as what? Global Virtual Opportunity. That is the parent company. It started in Gothenburg, Quebec in 1997. So this is not a baby company. It's an old company that has something new, which is what got backup. And they decided to move to Texas in US and bought a property, a data center that belongs to them 100%. This is very important. Everything in that facility belongs to them. You can Google it. It has an address that you can see. So they have this property as theirs. And why would they have that? Because they have something big for the world, because Texas is where you see all the technology, big technology companies. So they are riding on two major trends that you may be familiar with, or we are now trying to let you know about it. The first one is your phone, right? The phone you are holding, your laptop. You know very well that the phone you are holding, rarely will you say that what you will stay without phone. People will have one or more phones. I know someone who has 6 different phones. Phones, new brands come, or upgraded ones. Every year they change. So we want to upgrade. And usually in economics, where you know that there's growth in demand and also the supply is there, financial success is very well achieved because there are over 8 billion smartphones. There are over 18 billion phones, but the smartphones that you can use for this thing is for what? It's over 8 billion and it will keep growing. Every phone receives data and transmits data. And this is where the revolution comes, that data has gone through processes. There were eras that some of us saw floppy disks, that square thing, 34 bits which we felt that we're on the top of the world. Then it went to what? CD-ROMs, that we had videos, music on. When the face scratches, then that's the end. Then pen drive. We use, you remember pen drives, right? Pen drives came, and some of them you can't even open them. You can't even open them because they expire. Then now we are in an era where we called what? Cloud storage. Hard disk came. That too had its problems. Cloud storage has come where we keep our data somewhere. It is on a server, securely protected, and all we do is what? Connect our devices. Even if our devices get spoiled, our data is secured for us. And that is the era that keeps growing. So as you receive your movies, as you take pictures, everything you do, your videos, everything you do is what? Stored on a server, securely protected.
All right. As you take pictures, what happens is a lot of those things are intertwined. They build up, actually, they build up pictures, videos, documents, they build up on the phone. And that is why you see that the new mobile phones that we have are not having memory cards. And please continue.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so as Prof has told you, because of that, using cloud storage is something that is the issue is that it is money that is involved here. Look at the amount of money that was generated in 2022. 90 billion. We are in
Actually, we are in a number of countries now, 158 countries right now. We have so many people using several cloud storage facilities in the world. In fact, do you remember we used to have floppy disks? Floppy disks. Then we went to CD-ROM, SVD-ROM, DVD-ROM. They have Blu-ray and so many things. And please continue.
Yes. So as Prof has told you, now we are in an era which involves a lot of money. We are in 2025. Look at the amount of money that is going to by the end of this year, and people are sharing this money. Would you be surprised to hear that it's only less than 30 companies that are in this industry? GotBackup is one of those. And in 5 years, look at the amount of money. By 2030, almost a half trillion is going through this, and only these few companies are involved. GotBackup is one of those. Our phones have become part of us virtually because we wake up, they are even closer than our spouses. We wake up with it and what? Sleep with it because we use it in many ways to enhance our lives. You remember the last time you were leaving your house and forgot your phone. How did you feel? Study said what? As much as what? 88% of people said they are uneasy when they leave their phone. Yes, me too. I become very uneasy when I leave my phone behind because it helps us what? Navigate. If you are going somewhere you don't know, your Google Map will help you. It helps us listen to music. We chat with it in the same room. Spouses can be here, they won't open their mouth. They will send messages. Has it ever happened to you? It's not everything that you feel like. And these are statistics that have been what? Gotten from research. And unfortunately, the other side of it is that when you lose your data, have you ever experienced it? I have experienced it, and it's a painful process. I'm still paying for that. So you'll be there, and everything you gathered, one day the phone falls, and that's the end of it. Your laptop crashes, and that's the end of it.
A laptop crash. And in fact, your phone get lost. I was in London, my phone was lost. Two phones. They were just taken from my hand, ship, just like that. And I was so unhappy, but I was okay because I had my data backed up. But if I did not have my data backed up in GotBackup, I'll be so cross because I have a lot of data, over 3 terabytes, 3 terabytes, 3,000 gigabytes of data. So having a backup, sometimes you don't believe that is good until you lose your phone. Eh? Like until the need arises, you say, oh goodness me. Okay, where is that password I have? Where is this that I have? Okay. Somebody said, but I don't need all this space. Okay, I don't need all. You don't know you don't need all until you come to realization that this thing is helping. Sometimes we don't feel we need something until we lose it. That is when we realize that we needed it so much. You know, continue.
Okay. So as Prof has told you, data is very important to protect. It is only when you lose it that you wish that you have backed up. God backup is saying that it will help you do that. The second trend, I'm sure each one of us will feel the pinch because you know very well that the one stream of income you are depending on is dangerous because anything has can happen to it. America that majority of us desire to go because of the opportunities there, as much as 42% of them are doing other things apart from what they do, their main job. The young people, it is so common with them to have another stream of income, and some are even becoming billionaires because they have a fresher look on life and are involved in other streams of income. God Backup says, whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. No matter how rich you are, decide that what you will have another stream of income that will help you pay your bills. The bills will not go, they will keep increasing. God Backup says they have a way to help you do that. So that what? Wherever you are in the world, it doesn't matter whether America or whatever, you can build a stream of income and have it very smoothly just by because you have your phone and your laptop. So these are the two streams or trends that are sweeping the world. When you get involved in it, you realize that life becomes much easier. So now, what is this thing at all? So God Backup, as I told you, is from Global Virtual Opportunity, which started 1997. But God Backup as what? A subsidiary was launched in April 2023. Can you believe it? In April 2023, there was 0 countries. As we talk right now, there are 158 countries that are connected to God Backup. Senegal was the newest one that was fresh, our fresh baby. Ghana was the 82nd country. When I started in August 2023, there were 92 countries who were on God Backup and had over 12,000. Right now, as we talk, God Backup has what? 158 countries and is what? Having almost getting close to 100,000 subscribers. So imagine if I dilly-dallied up to now. The years will pass by, but the number of countries and people will keep increasing. By the end of this year, we hope we'll cut across every country in this world. So what is this God Backup at all? I'm sure you've heard of what? Dropbox, Google Drive. If you use Android, you should be familiar with what? Google Drive. If you use iPhone or iOS, you should be familiar with what? iCloud, Dropbox, maybe you use Gmail. God Backup is saying that what? You have another stream of income that will help you do that.
Okay, I think Enyanam's network has gone down again. But the key point is that God's backup is like Dropbox, Google Drive, iCloud, WeTransfer, and so many of them. But it beat them. It beat them. I'm one of the board of directors, and I've seen that it beat them 14 times. So what she's going to do is that she's going to explain most of the different ways God backup is ahead of the game. Okay, so tell us the first way in which God backup is ahead of the game. And then I'm muted.
Sorry, let's look at the price. God Backup is saying that they have a space for you, 6 terabytes. That is what? 6,000 gigabytes space. That is how much God Backup has. And they are saying that what? You pay $100, 99.97 a whole year for this. And you can share it with 5 other people, so 6 users, the same space iCloud has, and you would have to pay 419.88. That's $420. Even decide you are going to save almost $320 if you decide that you want to switch to what? GotBackup, which is much, in many ways, much better than, you look at this thing, you get to understand why. Dropbox is saying just one user, they will still give you the 6,000 gigabytes, but you have to pay $360 a year. So imagine, you get less numbers and you are paying more. So look at the amount of money you save. Then Google Drive, that most of us are familiar with, is saying that you pay $302 for 5 users for the same 6,000. So even the commonest one we know, you will save over $200 if you decide to switch to GotBackup. So what will you do? Would you save the money or not? It doesn't end there. It doesn't matter what type of system you use. If you use Android, if you use what? iPhone, if you have MacBook, Windows, you can still use GotBackup. But in the other ones, iCloud, you can't use Android on it. You can't use a iPhone on Google Drive. GotBackup has made it simple. Just use this and connect all your systems to it. And one other nice thing is that when you set your data, all you need is internet and your data will be uploaded. You can connect limitless devices to GotBackup. The other services, you have limited what? Devices you can continue. And anywhere in the world, you can connect what? GotBackup. Everywhere you can access it. You can decide to leave your laptop and go with your phone. Whatever is on your laptop, you can access it in your GotBackup. Is that not nice? Then this is what people worry about: security. GotBackup is one of the securest data system you can get. It has encryption, the highest form of encryption now. It's a patented encryption, 256 bits encrypting. It means that if your data is in GotBackup, for someone to hack in it, the person will have to arrange 65 characters to be, it takes a lifetime to be able to get that one accurate. So you are very secure. And another thing is that Global Virtual Opportunity has been protecting data for years. Not even once have it had a data breach. Is that not a beautiful thing? And I've already told you where they are. It belongs to them 100%. US government has given them certificate that they have that property for 100%. Then if probably your laptop or phone doesn't have Microsoft, when you go into your cloud, it is there for you to use. It has plug-in system. You can speak to your document and it will write for you. It will translate it to multiple languages for you. You can let it it can talk to you, your device. You can let it talk to you, speak to you, whilst you don't want to read, and it will be doing. So it has many other things that you can enhance, that enhances your cloud. And it doesn't end there. GotBackup says they are giving you free emailing service. You can email to 20,000 people at once. Your Google emails, you can't send to a number of people. People pay like $500 for this. GotBackup is giving you for free. You can bulk email and send email to many people. They will receive it and they will see their name. You can say dear whatever, hi what, and it will come like that, individualized. And you can automate it. It will be delivering over and over for as long as you want. You can set it like that. And GotBackup has given this to us. And it doesn't end there. If you are like Thomas, GotBackup says use their service free for 7 days as a trial. Then, if you are satisfied with it, go ahead and decide that you want to use it. So these are things that GotBackup has given, and they're actually giving you all the 6,000 data and space, 6,000 gigabyte space for that free period. Umpewea in account will say impumperia opedin. So this is one of the beautiful things that GotBackup is giving for you. At this juncture, he has already started without introducing himself. I will leave this portion to Professor Kweku Ohene, who is a professor in University of Ghana Business School, and also lecturing in 3 other universities across the world. So he is what? A board member. To become a board member is not an easy thing. He mentors all of us. And he what? He initiated all this in Africa. He's now what? You look at his round later. He is someone who has achieved a lot and knows the money dito, and he can give you more information about it. So, Professor Kweku Ohene, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Enyana Mepefania Sefenu. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being on this call. You could have done some things, and yet you decided to join this call out of your own free will. And so on the basis of that, I want to thank you. I just want to tell you that joining this call, listening to us will not go wasted. You will get value by the time we finish. Something will enter into your intestines, and you will see that, look, at least I got some value. Tomorrow will be my exactly 2 years since I joined GotBackup. Tomorrow is my renewal date. I just realized. Now, the day I became part of this company, honestly, I won't lie to you, I didn't have the intention of money. Money was not the reason why I became part of it. And the reason why I did was because I was already using Dropbox. I had used Dropbox for 13 years. I had paid $120 for just 2 terabytes, not even 6 terabytes, like GotBackup is giving me. 2 terabytes. And I had used it for 13 years. I had recommended it by that time to 89 people. And then I got to know that I could pay that same amount for GotBackup. But I will not get 2 terabytes. I'll get 3 times the terabyte. And that I can make income with it. You know what I told myself? I told myself that even if I don't make the income, I'm still going to enjoy the services more than I'm enjoying with the Dropbox. After all, I will not lose, because Dropbox is not paying me any income anyway. So if I could still use this and get more space, I can share the space with my family. I can give some of the space to my siblings, and I can have enough space. I will still use it. Even if I don't make the money, it's still value. So straight away, I became part of it. Then the person who told me about this said, but you can actually make the income, to be honest, if you really want to make the income. And then I asked him, how does it work? You see, at that time, we were not using artificial intelligence system like we are seriously using now. It was not autopilot. It was manual. Now it's autopilot. And yet, all I was supposed to do was to invite as many people as possible to the presentation without giving too much details. In fact, right now, you don't even need to give details. You don't need to do so many things. And he said that, he asked me, how much are you making in your job? I told him, he says, you can make a double of that. I said, it's a lie. It's a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, today I make more than 4 times, not even a double, 4 times that. It was just 2 years ago. The energy that I started with it 2 years ago, I'm still holding to that energy. The question I ask myself is that I have paid only $120 twice. Oh, that is $240 for GotBackup. I've paid it just twice. And yet the income I have made in GotBackup, is more than 40 times that amount. It's more than 50 times that amount. In fact, it's more than 100 times that amount. So it is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes when we see an opportunity, we don't root it out and say that it's fake, it's scam. Sometimes one of the things I've seen with people who usually don't do well in life generally is that they are not usually willing to take risks. They want things to be guaranteed. You see, like the way our jobs are, they are usually guaranteed. If it is 2,000, it's 2,000 guaranteed, nothing else, nothing else. But most of the people who do well in life, you check their records, they go through an initial doubt, but they let the doubt not stop them. They still have some fear, but they still go through it anyway. You know what they tell themselves? They tell themselves that after all, what has never happened before? What hasn't happened before? People die. So what is $120? What is that? Which if I start with GotBackup, so because of that, they just give it a try. They tell themselves whatever happens should happen, and that is what has made a lot of people do well. If you listen to Elon Musk, that's the same thing he keeps saying, that he takes chances. He tells himself, give it a shot. In fact, he's failed over 88 times. When Mark Zuckerberg called friends of him, 5 people, into his Harvard dormitory and told them about Facebook, this was in the year 2004. 3 of the guys in the room smocked at him, laughed at him, and told him that he is crazy. It's not going to happen. At that time, Facebook was only in the Harvard dormitory. This was just 2004, a little about 21 years ago. 2 of the guys told themselves, after all, what is a big deal if we listen to him? Listening to him is not going to kill us. And ladies and gentlemen, today, those 2 guys are billionaires. You see, Facebook started with those 3 people in that Harvard dormitory. Today, we have over 3.5 billion people using Facebook in 21 years. Technology is the fastest growing industry in the world. And normally, it takes a lot of confidence to take this action. And those that take this confidence, that take this action, they always do well. So I am going to encourage you that even if you have doubt, it's okay. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right to have fear. It's all right to have doubt. But give it a shot. Tell yourself that whatever happens should happen. Because that is how life is. Life that we are living, I have a professor friend in France. He said, those who take risks make 2 mistakes. And those who don't take risks also make 2 mistakes. It makes 2. So taking risks, somebody says, I don't want to take an aeroplane. I understand that when you take an aeroplane and it crashes, people die. Everybody dies. So I don't want to take an aeroplane. But the thing is, I want to go to America. So how do you get to America faster the way you want if you don't take an aeroplane? Somebody said, I don't want to drive a car because I hear cars can get an accident. You'll be sitting in your house somewhere and the aeroplane or the car will come and crash the house. Life is already risky. Don't make it complicated. It's not going to, it is already hard. You can't change it. Even God had to go through the tough of life to allow his son to come and do that dying, even though he could have stopped the process. So it takes a lot of guts to push through, to take chances. And that is why I tell people that just give it a shot. So this is how GotBackup works. You don't need to sell anything. That's the first thing. Don't think that you're going to be selling things to as many people as possible. You don't need to be making awkward calls, selling to people, positioning all day long, chasing people, excessive team calls, creating a script, hours and hours spent messaging strangers. You don't need to do all of that. All you got to do is to put a certain message, which will train you. Put that message on your social media. But make sure you put that message on your social media every day. And every day, do it 3 times every day. And just watch. The message will drive the people to a certain video. When they watch that video, your job is done. The second thing you can do is that you can invite people to this program every time. We do it every Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. We do another one on Friday, the global call. We do another one on Wednesday, the global call. And then in between, we have daily trainings, training on how to magnify who you are, how to find your unique value and submit it to the marketplace. There are a lot of trainings, training on investment, training on speech, training on communication, training on wisdom, training on value, training on virtue, training on knowledge, training on how you can multiply the little you have, training on how you can create value and bring it to the marketplace. There are so many things. Leadership training, we do that. Now, whilst you are doing these bits, you will be earning 7 different incomes. Now, please remember, you are still using the service. So the service alone and the knowledge and the community you belong to alone is that alone, money cannot even buy that. But in addition, the company will pay you these 7 incomes. Income number 1 is instant. It is $50 per person per day. So you invite somebody, the person listens to the thing, the person is going to watch 3 series of short videos. The person makes a decision. The person tells you that I want to give it a shot. The moment the person decides to register, the person will now get access to the software. He will install it on his phone, iPad, and then laptop. The moment the person registers, automatically the company pays you $50 that same day, that same minute. In fact, that same second, 30 seconds. Imagine you are getting $50 per person per day. That is $1,005 a month on income number 1. That is not income number 2, just income number 1. That is $1,005. It's the smallest income you can make, but it's the fastest income you can make, $1,005. If you are getting $1,005 today, every month, you know the way they said that some African countries, their currencies are appreciating. You see, some of them, it has paused. The dollar is still going to be strengthened. Dollar is dollar. Dollar is dollar. And getting an accumulated dollar over time is helpful. But that is not the main income. The main income comes over time when you are consistent, when you are not giving up. Because a lot of people are going to tease you. A lot of people will laugh at you. Some will tease you. Some will insult you. But if you understand where you are going, the potholes don't matter. If your dream is real, the facts don't count. And as you are being consistent and helping others, not being selfish, but helping others to achieve the same thing you're achieving, you will be able to make other income known as cycles. These incomes range between $20 and $200,000 a month, depending on how you work and the level at which you are. When you become a copper, you are entitled to the tier 1 cycles. A copper simply means that you have 2 people you have brought on board. One is on your left, one is on your right. And the most important thing in this project is you helping as many people to get to copper. What does that mean? Helping many people to get 2. See, when you become a copper, your goal is to help someone to become a copper, 2 people. I have done that every single time, and I have moved all the way to an incredible level, okay, among the top 5 people in the world right now. And Enyenam has done that, and Enyenam has reached the level of Sapphire, as you can see in the list there. Now, if you're Sapphire, you are not only earning cycle income, you are earning tier 2 cycles, you are earning generational income, you are, earning these 2 incomes in addition to your income number 1 every single month. I have moved. Oh, in fact, there are people here. I see Dr. Dorothy here. Dr. Dorothy, I see chatting, throughout the program there. She is an emerald. As an emerald, she is enjoying the tier 2 cycle, the generational income, and the dynamic compression, DC. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. These people are already accomplished people, and they are making some strong, beautiful income. Imagine you are making $500 each month. Will it make a difference? Of course it will. What if it's $1,000? What if it's $2,000? I'll show you some things that will blow your mind. I have gotten to the level of a double diamond. I'm not only getting the tier 2 cycles, the generational income, the dynamic compression income, the cycle match, the matching cap, and the rank pool, and the leadership pool. I'm getting all of them. I'm not getting all of the incomes right now. I don't even look at them. It's just crazy. It's building an asset portfolio. I still do my job. In fact, this project is for busy people. If anybody is busy, the person doesn't have time. This is the one he needs. Because those of us who are doing it, we are very busy people. Okay, so how does it work? Simple. Once you become a member, you will get a username. That username, you'll fit it into the yellow section here called username. Everything else will remain the same. And then you give that to somebody. Now, if you're a brand new person, the person who has invited you will give you his or her username. Once you click on it, it will take you to this page. You watch a video. Once you watch that 4-minute video and you are happy with it, you click, I am ready to set up my free account. You pay no money. It's free. It's free. And once you get that free account, you set up this free account. Once you created the free account, it will bring you to this page. You will watch video number 2. Once the person watches video number 2, that video number 2 is the firecracker. After that, the person will watch video number 3. That is from the CEO. It's 14 minutes. And right after that video, the person will tell you that I'm ready. You see, without you knowing, the person has clicked on your link anywhere in the world, and the person is doing this business. Ladies and gentlemen, I have people in Argentina, people in Nicaragua, people I don't know. Because I'm consistent in sharing my information on social media, my link on social media, every single day, 3 times a day, I'm getting people all over the world, now in 56 countries, who have become part of me. It takes knowledge to understand what I'm saying. How much do you pay to become a member? $119.97. In addition to the software, which is $99.97, you will add $20 if you want to be a member of the entire income generation, project. If you want to be part of the income part. But if you don't want the income and you want only the software, that's also cool. You just pay $99. And that's it. This is the beginning of your journey. You'll be giving some free other links. In fact, even if you don't have friends and families and people you want to connect to, the company has a system that they'll give you to connect people to you. Let me summarize the benefit. Take some 1 minute. Look at it. The benefit of being part of GotBackup is not just money. It's a service. 6 terabyte cloud storage. The best ever in the world. The only company in the world right now that gives you 6 terabytes at the cheapest rate ever in the world. Forget about the income. Even this alone is a great service. Number 2, none of the other cloud storage, iCloud, they don't give you email systems. Google Drive does not give you free email systems. Dropbox does not give you free email system. GotBackup is the only one. Autopilot link, unlimited services, lead capture system, file editing. In fact, you can speak and it will type everything for you. Everything for you. And then you can convert everything to Chinese, to German, to Italian, to Cree, to Gan, to any language. You can convert whatever you've typed there. The file editing is just amazing. It's crazy. It's awesome. And then you have knowledge because you'll be mentored. You have trainings and videos and support. You will have a wealth creation process through artificial intelligence. You get it here. You will develop your inner virtue. You see, you have some skills. You're a cook. You're a musician. You're a lawyer. You're a teacher. But those things are just what you do. But you don't know that you can magnetize yourself to the world with those knowledge you have through social media presence. You can teach in the classroom, but you didn't know that you can actually teach online with that same thing. Just bring that same teaching online. You learn these skills you don't learn anywhere else. And all this is just $119.97, not monthly, not weekly, but yearly. That's cheap. That's somebody's lunch. If somebody should tell you that this is expensive, the person is not ready. Move on to the next person. This is the cheapest thing I've ever seen that can still pay you income. In fact, that $119 you've paid, you can get that every day. I get that more than that every day. More than that every day in this project. So it's worth it. It's a project anyone needs. It's a business anybody can afford. Now is the best time to make a decision. Now is the best time to back up your digital life. Now is the best time to make some income. Now is the best time to develop yourself. Life is already hard. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it difficult. Life is hard. Whether we do this or we don't do this, life is still going to beat us. It's going to beat us. You see, the world that we are living in, technology is the fastest growing industry in the world. The top 10 billionaires, 8 of them are into technology. Why will Elon Musk go? Everything around him is artificial intelligence and data. Why would Amazon, Jeff Bezos, everything around him is artificial intelligence and data? Mark Zuckerberg was owning Facebook. Why did he go and buy Instagram and bought WhatsApp? Why do you think he did that? Technology. You can't beat it. I teach cloud computing. I teach artificial intelligence. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, where we are going today, I was speaking to somebody in Leeds United. We were sharing some AI knowledge, and goodness me, data is going to change. Data is oil. Data is oil. It's a new oil. In fact, a certain billionaire was being interviewed the other day on Shark, and then he said that if you were to start all again, he will go and build cloud storage. Cloud storage is a new real estate. You are about to make a decision of your life. And for those of you who are already part of it, stay in the track and be so passionate about this. Because when you are dull about something good that God has given you, people don't see the value in it. You got to be so passionate. You got to speak with authority. You got to speak with zeal. You got to speak with confidence. You got to speak with conviction. People don't buy GotBackup. They buy you. They buy your conviction. They buy your belief, your faith in it. Use the service. Have faith in it. And the world will gravitate towards you. I have found out that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. You will lose at some point in life. Believe it or not, you will lose. Life is risky. Life is hard. Life is not going to be easy. It won't be easy. It's never been easy. It's not been easy for the Israelites. It's not been easy for the Jews. It's never been easy for America. America was built on the sweat and the blood of people. The America that a lot of people want to go to. It was built on sweat, on blood, on fight. The European continent has faced a lot. Ukraine was being bombed. Even in 2020, COVID period, Ukraine was being bombed in a modern time. Life is not easy. Don't expect it to be easy. Anytime life gets easy for you, be angry. Be angry at life. Life has to be hard. If it is easy, you are in trouble. Expect it to be hard and fight it with that hardship, because that is how it got to be. It's not easy to save mankind. Someone has to die naked before mankind can be saved. Life has to be hard for that someone. So you are going to learn principles of life in this project that will help you to magnetize the conditions you seek. And what is the message you want to give to those who are on the outside?
Okay, if you are on the outside, even if you don't believe this is growing. At times, clarity comes when you start a journey. Look at this technology. Technology would abound. I'm sure you heard when AI started, when they started talking about AI. But now what? It is here and it is storming the world. This would also storm the world, because without storage, data storage, AI will not thrive well. And we are storing data. And so you are.
Yeah. We are storing data. You are at the right place at the right time in the right moment. You have a choice to make, oh, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the truth. We are already in 158 countries. Whether we do this or we don't do this, this is going to grow. And please continue.
Definitely. So you are in the right space at the right time. Don't daddle doodle with this. Go with this.
Yeah, go with this. Go with this. The network is just troubling her, but she's still making some laudable points. Okay. I love the point Lydian is saying. I love GotBackup for the peace I have for storing all my data. Lillian, it's lovely to have you here. It's really nice. I mean, it's been ages that we heard your voice, so it's really nice. And please continue.
Okay. So please take the step. If you
Fulara says that GotBackup is a personal development with a payment plan attached to it. No question about that. I love the point Dr. Dorothy says. Say, take the risks to 90 at $120. Watch what her will become in just 90 days as you plug in. It's the best decision. And for those of and please continue.
okay. So if you can't spare $120 a whole year to no, the issue is that the data storage is even, don't even think about the business to protect your own data. Imagine someone, if you've used Google Drive, do you know those who are holding your data? These ones, we know those holding our data. Just even think of that and say that it is your learning year. You learn everything about this in that 1 year. Then start the business in your second year. Anything that comes to you, if you earn, is just what.
Now, let me put it on the screen that those of you who have questions, please put your questions in the chat if you have a question. And also, if you need detailed answer to some questions, you want to also speak to the person who invited you here. So ask your questions on the page as we are about to wrap up here. And please continue.
Okay. I've moved, so my internet is really misbehaving.
Okay.
So please decide that what you would immerse yourself in this 1 year to learn. Don't come and put your money there and go and sleep. That won't work. Learn everything possible. You don't know what data cloud storage is. You don't know what AI is. Bring yourself and open, because if I had not started, I'm a nurse by profession. I didn't learn anything technology. But because I decided to take that leap of faith, I was using Google Drive for years, but I never understood the concept involved. But because now I have what I know what is going somehow behind the scene, it has given me more enlightenment about how I can protect my data. Decide you do that, because where the world is going, your data should be something that you cherish. If you don't know how your data is being protected, how would you be able to protect it well? So decide that you will immerse yourself in this and take it as a learning journey. The money will come when you learn well, because whatever you get, whatever income it is based on the knowledge you have acquired through your life. So decide that you will take a leap of faith and start this journey right now. Stop delaying. There are people who have been joining this call. It's not like they don't have the money. They actually have the money, but the doubts in their mind is holding them back. But how would you know the taste of the soup if you don't really taste it? That is the
Thank you.
question.
Now, for those of you who are already part of the GotBackup family, let me share something with you you already know. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we are in hurry to see results.
Mm,
But before we see results, it must work on us before it works for us.
very
Before
true.
we see the result must work on us before it works for us. I'll give you an example. Sometimes a person wins a lottery, but after winning the lottery, because the person has not become the process, because the person has not developed the value that commensurate, that matches with the income, When the person gets the income, research shows that within a year to 5 years, they squander all the lottery money. I've seen this when I went to KFC some time ago and met someone who has won close to £1 million. And the guy was telling me that 4 people, he told me that the reason why he got that money was because of lottery. And the people who won the lottery before him, okay, 1 to 5 years after winning the lottery, all of them have lost their money. Okay, not that the money lost, but they couldn't use the money profitably for a purpose. That is how it is. So for those of you who are doing it, let the knowledge, what you are learning, work on you. Sometimes you can see that you are not able to get people because you have not given them any value or knowledge yourself. You may have invited them here. They may have listened to me, but that's okay. But you got to also be someone they can listen to. They have to be able to listen to you because I didn't invite them. You invited them. So you must learn something. But that is happening. So you got to allow that to grow. You got to allow that to manifest itself in you. And then you will see the result. Anytime we are doing something only for the purpose of money, we lose. We are already losers. There's a book by Daniel Pink. It's entitled Drive. That book says if money is your reason for doing what you are doing, you have already failed. Because the reason for doing something should not be external. It should be internal. You must have become before you can do, before you can have. You got to become, then you can do, then you can have. Anytime we see the people that are having is because they have become. And because they have become, they can do. And because they can do, they can have. So you ask yourself that the presentation that we are doing right here, can you do the same? Can you be able to present the same to a group of about 100 people standing in front of them and presenting equally and listening to their questions and addressing them like that? If you can't do that yet, don't worry. Learn the process. Let that process be your focus, not the money. And your reward will manifest if you have become the true giant. And your final message to those who are inside the project.
Yes, if you are already in, yes, you are in. But the issue, as Prof has said, you would have to immerse yourself. Some people just get on board and they go and sleep. You can't make money by, if you really, real money, if only it's not a scam, you would have to work before the money comes. Every money that you are receiving that you haven't worked any day for it, know that there's a question mark. It will stop on the way. This one requires you to do some work. What is the work? It is not carrying of blocks or moving anywhere. It is only on your phone. Post things on your stories. Learn how to do it so that what you don't spam people, so that you will draw people's attention. These are free lessons that are given. Everything you want to learn in this project, there are people who are interested in you learning. The people who want to learn are few. So the few who want to learn, we devote ourselves to them. Just ask anyone who is doing well in that area and decide that you would want to learn. All of us learned it. It didn't just jump into our head. We learned it. So you too, you can learn it. And whatever it is, yes, the black diamond, we are all going there. We are all going there. If it takes 10 years, we'll keep doing it and we'll get there. So let's hold hands together and keep driving forwards, because this is big than we can even imagine. Don't get there, then say that if you had known. You're already in. Swim, put your whole body in it and swim and catch everything possible that is in that river that we are in, or sea
Thank
that
you.
we are in.
And ladies and gentlemen, look at me and then you know. I didn't know she was wearing GotBackup t-shirt and she was going to wear GotBackup hat or cap. But she's having it and I'm having it. I didn't know. You see how our passion is. You want to wear it. I wear this thing all the time. I have about 4 of them and I wear it all the time. Sometimes some people, and I'm in London, yeah, sometimes some people say, what is that GotBackup? I say, oh, you brought yourself, man. Okay, you brought yourself. Okay, so be passionate. Wear the t-shirt, wear the cap. Okay, so that people will ask you what it is about. Now, another thing, somebody has asked a question, Anthony. So your question was, can companies or institutions be hooked onto this? Absolutely. Your second question is, how do you move your data to Google? There are two steps. Okay, there's an easy way and there's a hard way. Right now, you have the hard way. The easy way is coming next month. Okay, the easy way is that you go into your GotBackup and you see on the top left, you will see Google migration, okay, or Gmail migration, or iCloud migration. The memorandum of understanding is now with them, so it's coming. Okay, but there's an indirect way you can do this. What you can do is that go to your Google Drive, whatever you have in the Google Drive, put it onto your computer, and then back up your entire computer with GotBackup. Job done. Now, how do you get that? Well, when you go to your Google Drive or Gmail, you go to files or drive, you will see every email somebody has sent you and it has an attachment, whether it's a document, picture, or video. You will see it. In fact, you can even organize them in the order of which one is bigger. And the biggest will come on the top. And then what you will do is that you will move them into your computer. You will click, select all of them, okay? And you will download them. You can zip it onto your computer. And then when you have done that, you can delete them from your Gmail because you have them now in GotBackup. The moment you put it on your computer, now the GotBackup will automatically back up everything. In fact, GotBackup actually clones your computer for you. So you don't need to worry at all. But you see, this is a process that people have to learn. Some people have not yet learned. And so they don't know that there are things that are getting full. They can easily use GotBackup to address them. Okay. Now, for those of us who really are doing this business, I want to share something with you. Please learn to present. Learn to present because it's a skill that can help you to address a question. You see, people have questions. One of the major, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When somebody tells you that I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have, and you know what's the other thing they normally say? I don't have money, I don't have time.
I don't know how to market or sell.
I can't market, I can't sell. There's one they say, I'm busy. That's the one. I'm
Yes,
busy.
I don't
I
have
don't have
time.
time. I don't have time. I don't have money. Oh, the last one. The last one, they don't say it. It's called they doubt it.
Yes.
They doubt it. But they don't tell you that I doubt. They don't tell you that I don't believe this thing. They
It's
don't
true.
tell you that I want to check whether it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody tells you that I don't have money, it's because the person level of belief is not high. Take it
Very
from
true.
me. We have seen these things many times because that person, if that person should get an emergency right now, that someone is in a situation that requires that money, the person will cough out that money wherever he will get it from. He will run and go and get it. Why? Because it's a priority and he has faith in that thing. So, for example, the person has faith. The doctor has told you that you need 2,000, cedis or $120. If you don't get that $120, your loved one is going to go. Because he believes and has faith in what the doctor is saying, he'll go and get the money.
Very true.
So faith is critical. Belief is critical. So when you are talking to people, build their belief. This is the point. I'm telling you. This is a secret why sometimes a person will tell you that I'm waiting for money. No. He needs more belief. And so you got to consistently multiply his or her belief. How do you do that? You got to learn. In fact, I have a skill. I have some things that I tell the person, about 10 different things I tell the person. We will train it. We normally train it during training time. We'll train it. And then when you join, you will see. Because there's no way you can tell me that you don't have money and I'll let you go. It is simply because your belief system is very low. So I increase the belief system of you. There was a guy, just a professor. The professor, I said, stop. It's okay. Forget it. You're telling me you don't have $120? It's not important to you. That $120, you can spend it in an hour. You don't have believed that this thing can help you, just as it has helped me. But how can the thing help me and it will not help you? What is it that you can't have when I have had?
Mm.
He sat down for a minute. He says, you registered me. You registered me. So it wasn't about the money.
No.
It wasn't about the money. But what if I had believed in what he was saying? I would have believed in what he was saying because I myself have not built my belief high.
Very true.
So, ladies and gentlemen, learn how to address people's concern. Learn to multiply their beliefs. Don't double their belief. Multiply their belief. Let them know that this is no joke. Let them know that with or without them, this is going to grow. Let them know
Very
that
true.
it's the truth.
Mm?
Don't beg people. This thing is going to blow out of proportion. It's going to help a lot of people, and many people are going to come back. Be confident in that, and let your confidence ooze out in them.
Mm.
And they have a choice to take that decision or not. If they don't take it, they will regret it, and they will regret it. But you got to make sure that you have spoken, you have learned enough to have increased and multiplied their. You got to pour their belief into them. That is what Jesus said, that you men of little faith. So faith can be little. And you know, there are some people in this business, their faith can be little than you and I, our faith. Because some of us, our faith is so high. See, ladies and gentlemen, my faith in this project is so high up there that if somebody tells me that I won't do it, I don't have a problem at all with it. You know why? Because my faith is so high. That is how true entrepreneurs are. True entrepreneurs, they have so much high, strong faith that when Mark Zuckerberg called his friends and 3 of them walked out of the room, he didn't say that because they walked out of the room, this thing is going to go down. No.
That's majority of the people you've called, but still.
Exactly. Your faith in the thing must resurrect your resilience.
Very true.
And if you let somebody's opinion dampen your belief system, you will lose in everything else you are doing. Be strong. Be the oak tree. Storms make the oak tree go. And you know, your final words. And we are done.
Please, whoever is here today, listening today, don't joke with this. All these things they are not things that we are making up. They are realities on the ground. This company has been in existence for more than 25 years. So it is not a baby company. They build this kind of things over and over again. They would keep enhancing the app, the business plan. They will keep enhancing it. More people who see this opportunity will come and take it. And that is when we will wish that we started. But if you start now, you will learn a lot ahead. And you can be able to teach others when they follow. If you are not getting results, all the things we are saying, decide to work on yourself. Most of the people I got on board, they didn't ask too many questions. There are people there like that. They would come with you. Those who are mentally prepared. Everybody have their timeline. You can't force people. All you need to do is that show your solid faith in this and keep moving. And eventually, those who really need this will come. You don't need to chase anybody.
Exactly.
And $120 is nothing. You will build fortunes with this. Some of us have started already. Don't delay too much, because in a few years, you'll be surprised how big it will become. Don't joke with this.
I love that. Benjamin Hill wrote that the mentality of the entrepreneur is the belief. Oh my goodness. That is solid point, Benjamin. The mentality of the entrepreneur is belief. If your belief is so high, it doesn't matter what someone else is thinking. You will succeed regardless of what he or she thinks. I'm telling you. I'll give you an example. It's a bad one. You know that some people are cocaine dealers. They are bad. They are very bad. And sometimes some people know that they are cocaine dealers. But the cocaine dealers, they have so much belief that their business still flourishes. even though it's bad.
Hmm.
The pornography industry is bad.
Hmm.
But the people there, they have so much belief that their business are flourishing. The juju people, you all know juju is bad. But these people have so much belief in what they are doing that their business flourishes. Belief, faith is evident demonstration of realities, though not seen. And it takes you far than anything else. Have confidence, have belief, have belief, have belief, have belief, have belief in GotBackup, have belief in the leaders, have belief in the company, have belief in you, you. Sometimes you are the enemy. There's
Yeah.
an African proverb that says that if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. Believe in you. Believe you can make it. Believe you can succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much indeed for coming today. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Okay. Every single person who has been talking here, George Aboka, Benjamin Amanya, Bakish Lalamge, Abdul Latifu, Benjamin Chumasi, okay, Ima Pagli, okay. Thank you all very much indeed for coming here. This guy, Info Epidex, I just love the name. Thank you so much. Anthony, please, you will do well if you stake your neck in this and do it so well. Jacob Taylor, thank you very much. Dr. Dorothy Hansen, incredible comment. Kefulera Gariba, thank you so much indeed. All of you for coming on this call. It's been a pleasure having every single person right here. Mrs. Enyanam Epiphania Sefeno, one and only, always countable. Always we can count on you to give us sweet, rememberable nuggets. Thank you so much indeed, Enyanam, for being here and always giving us such incredible knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, we have training on Tuesday, we have training on Thursday. We have Chris and Tammy. They will train us from all the way from Canada. On Wednesday, they will return on Friday. We will come back here. Okay, Friday we will have the Achimota. For those of you in physical location in Ghana, you will have the Achimota meeting. I'm coming there. And then we'll return on Saturday afternoon for a special training from Chris and Tammy. Then we'll come back here again next Sunday. Next Sunday, when you're coming, come with one person. Just one more soul. Bring that person here. Don't come alone, and then come and eat along with that person. Thank you very much indeed for being on the call. Thank God it's Monday. See you. Au revoir, and bye-bye.